All right, you're on. Thanks for doing that right at the beginning of the video. Appreciate that, Brian.
You're welcome.
Okay, so
Good to know other people will be watching.
why don't we do some arpeggios?
All right. Which ones? Any specific that you want?
You know, I'm feeling very benevolent as I was with your brother. Your choice, okay? You're the one who asked to be recorded.
Cool. Wait, can I just start off with a scale?
No,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
Let's just start with that.
Rolling in the grave.
That's okay. You don't have to judge yourself. That's why your parents are paying me to judge you as a person and break you down psychologically.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you don't have to do it to yourself. That's what they're paying me to do. Okay. So one more time. There's one finger which caused your face to go every single time. No, actually. Well, where was it? Let's just out of the top, right?
Yeah.
What's the one that's getting you?
Third.
Yes, and it's doing what?
Being too flat all the time.
It's rolling over.
Ah.
Okay? You can come up a little bit more around the instrument, and you're a little caught here. It's okay if this thumb comes around. It's a subtle difference, but you see here, your fingers are going to have to reach in an awkward direction that they're not used to. If you're around this way, it's that much of a difference off of here to here. Now your fingers will be able to be round.
Okay.
Why don't we just start? Oops.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Turn around and look in the mirror. Now your hands are different than mine. Look what the direction your fingers are pointing.
Oh.
And the direction, turn so you can actually see it. Yeah, yours are pointing this way. Okay, see how much farther around the instrument my hand is?
Yeah.
And you can actually come up just a touch. And now relax. Relax.
What do you? Okay.
Relax. Relax.
I'm a teenager.
This part of your... Oh my gosh. I do have to submit this for people to watch, you know. I guess we'll find out whether or not they're watching if I do make it to the finals and they're laughing at me. Okay, now take a look.
In the mirror, you.
You can watch here.
Okay.
Can you do that? Get your other two fingers down comfortably. Yeah, it's a question of letting this finger release a little bit. It's a little longer than you're giving it credit for. And if you look at my hand, it may appear that it's going down completely flat.
Yeah.
You'll notice, okay, take a look at the tip.
Yeah.
So it's pushing it down. If I do that, see how the blood goes weird?
Yeah.
That's pushing too hard.
The blood goes weird.
That would be me flattening my finger out and locking this joint.
Okay.
I'm trying to put it down on the pad with whatever pressure it takes to get the finger down, but not so much that I couldn't vibrate it, because that does you no good. So, one. Yeah, round it out, round it out. The other round it out. Yeah, your knuckles. This one.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, now if you just relax, you can get a little more on the pad. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Good, now reach the fourth finger up. Yeah. Can you do that?
No.
Okay, take a look in the mirror and look where your hand is. Your thumb's still touching. Go ahead. Yep. Okay, that's what you're looking for in terms of where you want your hand position to be. If you can't do that, like if you were going up there and all of a sudden when that first finger shifts up to that position, and I said, stop, do that thing that we just did, you should be able to do it immediately.
All right.
If you can't and you have to adjust your hand, you're not, I don't know if this question necessarily being far up around enough, but the angle and relationship of your hand this way to the rib on the instrument is the issue. Okay? So, as a matter of fact, why don't we do that? You've already made fun of me once or twice in the lesson. Now it's my turn. Why don't you start down here on the D, yeah? When you get up to that top note, we're going to freeze, and I'm just going to say go, and don't move your hand when you get up there. So start.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Minor?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in tune, I think, on the first note.
Nailed
Go
it.
ahead. No rush. No rush. Take your time.
Okay.
Freeze. All right, go.
Something like that.
Fourth finger's a little low, right?
Okay.
Do you need to? Can you come up and around a little bit more? Yeah. See how it changes the angle of your fingers? It's going to allow this part of your hand just to kind of chill out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No rush. Just take your time. It's... Freeze. Okay. Round that first finger out just so it's there, and go.
Yeah.
You overshot it. That's a good sign. Okay, that's about where you need to be. Yeah, you actually overshot it.
Okay.
Which means that your hand was clearly comfortable up where you want it to be.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So once more, this time don't do that sort of trilly type thing with your fingers.
Just continue.
Just, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, don't worry about it so much and just up and down. Good. That's already better. Okay. Do you do any carryover? If I say carryover thirds, you know what that means?
No idea.
Right. Okay. My understanding, Gil Shaham practiced tons and tons of these. I'm guessing you've done that before,
Yes.
right? Okay. I think you would benefit from that.
Okay.
And when you're doing it, make sure that you can't squeeze your finger down.
Okay.
You shouldn't feel any tension kind of coming in down here. Okay?
Yeah.
Just try to do like just the first octave.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, you had to adjust your hand just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And just let yourself sit on it. It's okay if it's out of tune. You know, we can... Good. Now, can you get first finger down? Relax. Lift four. Let first finger go down. Yeah. So just do a little bit of tuning like that. It's close.
Okay.
Okay? You're getting up. You're getting down. You know the different arpeggios, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. So, Kreutzer, you haven't had a chance to practice this one much?
Yeah. All right. Well, do you want me to just go at it?
I know of no other way. So,
All right.
go to town and we'll negotiate.
All right.
Okay. For the sake of comfort, since it's been a while since you played, you want to just take it from there?
What?
Just that little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Once more.
All right.
Okay, you're getting more comfortable. Let's just do it. Let's just plan on doing it 2 more times.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Good. Better every time. Once more. Good. So the trickiest one's that little shift up,
Yeah.
right? You're kind of grabbing it. Obviously, you just got to go, right? You know, because it's just the nature of the thing. It's the fourth finger. What it looks like is the finger that you're really sort of putting down and it's kind of pounding down a little bit,
Okay.
is the fourth finger, which is the last one you want to have happen.
Okay.
This time I want you to we'll just stop on the shift and just see where you go.
Okay.
So do it in time, but stop on the G.
Okay.
I want you to concentrate on your first finger going down, relaxed, to the point where you could almost vibrate it if you stopped on it. Okay?
Okay, cool.
Put both down, but yeah, go ahead. And nailed it.
Oh.
Got it?
Yeah.
You totally did. So yeah, the bottom note's the most important one anyways. It's the scalar intonation. It's the one that you're going to play louder. Fourth finger is one that comes along for the ride. It takes a lot of, as you know, practice getting there. You got to keep your hand leaning back slightly and focusing on that first finger. Otherwise, I mean, as soon as your hand starts doing this kind of thing, you're in trouble. It's just going to add a lot of tension and you're going to totally lose your context. Now, see if you can put all that together now.
All right, cool.
Go for it. There you go. Okay. All right.
I know how to tune my octaves.
Good. All right. So I know you haven't practiced this one this much. I think that's plenty of that. I think you kind of know where to go forward with this.
Cool.
All right. Ding. So.
That one?
Brooke. You mean your concerto? Yes.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Go ahead. And do you need the music?
Probably not.
Great.
What do you take it?
Okay, don't sweat it for right now. Just
right.
keep going.
I'm sorry.
You're not on stage yet, so
That's true.
That's what you're here for. Okay, so just keep going.
All right.
Stick with this for right now, and I know you got onto the second page, and
yeah,
okay, yeah. All right.
Mistakes I've never made.
So chords. Go for it. All right. It's amazing what that tiny little bit of pressure, knowing you're being recorded, does, right?
Amazing.
Second two. Yep. Look at my elbow, look at my shoulder.
Okay.
Okay? I want you to tell me where the motion is initiated and what part of my arm is responsible for the majority of the motion. And you probably have a pretty good sense of that already.
Alright.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, where's it initiating?
Shoulder.
Okay. And where's most of the action happening?
The elbow slash
Okay.
form.
The shoulder is a false looking movement. It's actually initiating. Your violin's coming around a little far forward. You know you do this, right?
Yeah.
It's, this sort of, it exacerbates when people are tight, obviously.
Yeah.
If you're standing back like this and your chest is relaxed and more open, my elbow is initiating the movement. My shoulder just has to move so I don't go like that, right?
Yeah.
Give it a try. I mean, I'm just going bang, 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 bang. Okay, let's do it slowly. As I'm pulling through, it's you remove wallpaper.
Never.
Okay, I'll skip the metaphor, but lucky you, it's the worst thing in the world.
All right.
Just try it like that. Don't worry about the rebound. This should all just open up and relax. Right. Now here's kind of the trick with this. It's a real tight run thing. Between when the bow hits the string, is it starting from on the string? Is it starting from slightly off? If you put a gun to my head, I would definitely say it starts on the string.
Okay.
But at full speed, I couldn't say exactly for sure. I mean, it's close. This motion,
Yeah.
right? That's what's going to turn it around. And just let the inertia carry your arm back around,
Mm-hmm.
but always pull down, 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 down.
Like a circle, basically.
Yeah, just don't let your arm catch. It's kind of a circle. It has to be a little bit more of an oval.
All right, cool. Thank you for geometry.
Hey man, this is my career. These things make a difference, and you're welcome. All right, go for it. Good. Try and keep it a little closer to like froggish, and you'll find that the extra weight down here, you don't actually have to use so much bow because of its soft. Right? I mean, it's all there. Right. So, let's just hear that.
Probably should be in tune first.
Okay, if that's tune, let's just be out of tune.
All right,
Focus
cool.
on the right hand. I can do that. All right, go ahead. Okay, so when you're getting the
Yeah.
sound, where does that come from?
The bow.
Yes, that is correct. Let me rephrase that.
Okay.
Why? And I don't mean that in the extended Feynman sense of the word, okay? What about where your bow, what about your bow's action and relation to the violin is causing that to happen?
Just slam it down.
No, it's your sounding point. Anytime you're getting this kind of sound, you're too far away. And if you're coming down like this, I mean, you can hear it. It's actually going out of tune. I'm an inch away from the bridge. Try it just without the fingers once, just... Okay, now you're not committing to that down bow. Pull, 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 pull. Yeah, see how it's kind of going back and forth in the sounding point. I get that we're working on this right now. You cannot let that go over the finger. I mean, you can't. Okay, so that's something to really try and control right now. Yeah. Okay, so go slow. Ja-dum, byum, 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 and don't change notes. Just when you get to that chord, okay? Padawan, you're letting your feelings get in the way of the expense of them, or whatever that thing. I watched the Star Wars movies, it's terrible. But the first three, the other ones are great, except for Jedi. So you can't, to work on this technique, you're not gonna just be able to let your brain get in the way of, what we're trying to do. Go ahead. It's okay if it's not good.
What?
It's okay if it doesn't sound right on those other notes.
Alright.
Yeah, you heard it right away, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one more time. You made the correction. Where you corrected to is great.
Alright.
Yeah, you're not watching your bow. You'll be able to hear something's going wrong, but you won't be able to initially control it unless you got your eyes on it. And since you have it memorized, go ahead. Forget about that part.
I shall forget about it.
Forget about it. Okay. Let's not try and hit any of these. You can practice any of the rest of this.
Yeah.
I think you got the idea. The slower you go, the more easily it is to get your bow to start from the string, but you can't press it in. Okay? It's that same land, pull, land, pull, land, pull. You're kind of ripping off a Band-Aid. Okay? Fast and all at once. All right. Great. So let's talk about just a little bit of pacing here at the beginning, and then just some of this course. This actually, you're doing pretty well going through all this. Let's take the second one. You get this memorized?
Yeah. I don't know why I'm looking at it.
Okay, so ad lib is what's marked right at the beginning.
Yeah.
What that ultimately boils down to is, especially since nobody else is playing and it's all you, what notes do you want to push through and what notes do you want to sit on? I'm just going to give you a couple of little pieces of recommendation. First note, awesome. 90% of this, awesome. Okay? Take a little time to get moving. I know. Take a little time to get moving. I'm getting old, man. A little time to get moving on these eighth notes, but then push through. The first time, this concerto starts from the ground up. Right? Yeah. The second time, you're actually aiming for the G. You're not sort of calmly working your way up.
That's suspense.
Bang. So this note right here,
Yeah.
elongate and vibrate. Okay?
Yeah.
And then ya-da-da-dum, pa-da-da. Release that note and don't be in a hurry to get to that one. Okay? Want to hear it again? Or you want to go?
Can I hear it again? Cool. Alright, I should try my best. I memorized. Wait, maybe.
Go ahead. Go ahead, start. Right. Now that's already sounding pretty virtuosic.
Yeah. Is that bad?
No. You're fine.
Okay, cool.
No, I'm just saying you push through. And you can give it a little bit of a whip. We need to hear vibrato.
Okay, cool.
Not bad, still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, warm up the race car first, yeah?
Okay.
Now, I'm working like crazy to keep this in the string.
Okay.
This isn't the greatest range on the violin. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that feeling. The first note's great. It's just the other ones. As soon as you change bow, you're relaxing. I'm getting that sound as opposed to smaller bows, a little bit more pressure, yeah?
All right.
Can you hear getting fluffy?
Yeah. Don't.
Try over pressing and getting that kind of sound. That's the idea.
Right.
Now to get this thing to really rip, you get about that much bow. But there's got to be a lot of pressure on the string. And then you can sing on that top one.
Right,
Okay?
Cool.
Better. Longer first note.
Yeah.
Not quite. Alright, that's the idea. You go on now.
Okay.
Once more.
Oh,
Well, I wasn't stopping you.
Sorry.
I was trying to look at your bow. But since we are stopped, keep the tension.
Okay.
Here it releases. In preparation for this concerto. Okay, this is like almost a perfect concerto. I mean, the first movement's just a little weird, but the second and third movements, and most of this one, I mean, it's like such a joy to play. All right, so once more, and keep the pressure on until you get to that E flat.
Okay.
And the trick, you're doing really well. I mean, you should hear. You have time to place it. And if it's a little hacky, it's not going to carry out into the audience. If it's too much, I'll let you know. Okay?
All right.
Right. Okay.
A little too much?
No. It's totally fine. You can actually use a little bit more bow so it still has some singing quality. See where I'm starting?
Yeah.
It's like kind of around the balance point.
There. Yeah, cool.
Almost got it on the string. It's the same principle, but in reverse of this relaxed thing right here. You can't seize up your arm with your bicep and your tricep and try and place it.
Okay. Just getting that pre-game warm-up stretch. Okay.
30 minutes in. Go ahead. Okay, let me just try that. And you see, off. That motion is already bringing it back around. And I'm just trying not to slam into the string, but I'm not trying to stop it in the middle of the motion and then place it.
Okay.
Seizing up our muscles is almost exclusively.
The worst thing ever?
Almost. Well, that's perhaps strong. There are things in this universe that are far worse. Collapsing stars, for instance. Yeah, we're made to move.
Okay.
And the violin is an instrument that responds wonderfully to that. It's actually, for all of its awkwardness, it's an ingeniously designed instrument. And the better you get at it, the more you realize that the things that the human body naturally wants to do are the things that naturally make this instrument play to its highest capacity and quality. Okay? So don't seize the muscles, let this motion carry it back around.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the right idea. Now just don't catch it.
Okay.
Just try that. Can you feel yourself catching it?
Yeah.
Do it real slow. And again, it's an oval, not a circle.
All right.
Around, like you're kind of stabbing that way. once, and if it slaps into the string, let it slap into the string.
Okay.
You're still catching it.
Yeah.
Do it very slowly. Total relaxed circle, and just let it hit.
Okay.
Don't catch it. Again. Better. I think it's happening in your shoulder.
Okay.
Relax. Let your scapula back here. There's some muscles that kind of run down the back right here. These are the ones that I want you to let relax.
Okay.
If it's starting to wing out this way, you know that you're tense. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Now just see if you can do it. Same thing, but get that really vibrant virtuosic sound you were getting before, which is just right there. Same thing. You're losing some of the edge, and it's happening here.
Okay.
This, your shoulder, and this have nothing to do with each other. I can play. Doesn't involve my back at all. And I'm making this thing crack. Almost. Go ahead. Into the string with that finger. That's the idea. Release. Yep. Okay. So I'll let you work on this just a little bit more. Just at home. Just listen once to the length I'm playing that, just to get it in your head a little bit. Get ready for this. Ba-da. You're gonna be on in 2 seconds. Da-da. This stuff, I mean, this is, you know, this is where you're making your money. This spot is where you can really relax.
Okay.
I don't want to say relax in the sense that you want the intensity to drop.
Yeah.
But I mean, it goes from this kind of feeling to that smooth bowing, and try not to accentuate these notes. So even though you're changing bows, the feeling should be that that's kind of one totally connected, slurred in thing. Okay, just start right there, and let the vibrato carry the sound. You're fine. Go ahead. And then you're back to it, right? Dum, ba-da. Now start here. And you've got to carry that sound that you've done so wonderfully up here.
Yeah.
You've got to carry that sound through. It's just that now it's this.
Okay.
And enjoy that moment, because they don't happen that often.
Stop and start with the marcato?
Just start right there.
A little faster, I guess.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. One more time. 1. The sound's dying at the tip just a little bit. If you push your bow out very slightly, now this is a real subtle thing, because I'm not telling you to do this, okay? But if your bow is just a little, not quite straight and slightly away, see how it pulls the bow into the bridge?
Yeah.
Now again, very, very subtle. If you think it and don't try to do it, it'll happen. Okay? If you try to do it, you're going to do something weird. Okay? It's like it's the same thing as like trying to control the up bow and the down bow right at the moment that it's changing. I mean, if you look in the mirror, it's not perfectly straight, but it's not affecting the sound. Okay? Don't tell your mother I said that. These should not be a straight bow. Don't tell any other violinist you know that I said that. Let me tell them. Okay? If I hear the phrase "Mr. Ben said," I'll come find you.
All right.
All right. Yeah. You came this way. It's the natural motion of.
Oh shucks.
Calm down. All right. All right. This way.
All right.
This way. Just a bit. Don't let your elbow pull the bow this way. This is a circular joint, so you'll have to adjust.
Oh my gosh.
That's the idea. Okay? All right. I think for right now we're going to kind of have to, I think, leave this. Will need to be done. Do you have any questions about any of this? Anything you want to play real quick?
Nope.
Alrighty then. You sure you don't want to play some of this? Sure.
I think I've got it down. Do you want to hear it?
That, I think I've got it down. All right. Let's just hear it real quick. That actually is one of my very favorite spots in most of the concerto literature.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, fingerings. Gotcha.
More. Okay. I do a slightly different fingering here.
Okay.
But the reason I do that fingering is because it helps contribute to the kind of pacing through this.
Okay.
This has to move because of what's going on in the orchestra. This, you have every right to pace it out and let the orchestra know that you're the one who's leading this. Okay, I overdid it a little bit.
Yeah.
By the way, do take note how I start this trill. This is the penultimate thing we've been aiming for. If you're going to do that other finger, you need to really vibrate on this first note. Da, ya, da, 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 da.
Alright.
Give it a try. Man, I almost ran out of breath on that one. Listen to that grace note. Da, ya, da, da. Very vocal on that. Da, da. Yeah. When you get off the trill, go right to that note.
Okay.
Yeah. Now again, I do a different bowing through that. Sorry, different finger. Boy, it's fortissimo, but you really got to save your bow. That note's the one that needs to sound singing in fortissimo.
Okay.
This, just hang on.
Okay.
Okay? Just try it once more and then I'll let you go. Save. And
Oh, I see what you mean.
think of it almost like a 16th note pickup that you're taking time on.
Okay.
Save. Yeah. Now, just for entertainment, add in that third finger. Third finger slide. Just see what happens. Close. Hey, the secret to that little slide is just to do that.
Yeah.
Right? And don't try and aim for the beginning of it. Just aim for the end, and if you start vibrating halfway through it, we'll see. All right, one more time. Okay, this is gonna really take some pacing work. You know, I played this with orchestra a couple of times. And this movement was the one that I enjoyed the most. But to really get a lot of the pacing down, I should say this section is one of the ones that I enjoyed the most.
Okay.
To really get the pacing down, listen to a bunch of recordings, and I had to spend a lot of time really just snapping my fingers, and you can sing it in your head. To get a really good sense of exactly how I wanted that to go.
Okay.
Because I think if I had you sing it, or whatever you're hearing in your head, is probably pretty close to, you know, what you're hearing on the recordings. It's just a question of making sure that your physiology is lining up with that.
Okay.
And that you're absolutely sure how that's going to work in your head. Got it?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
All right, cool, thanks.
Thank you.